Good morning, one and all. Welcome to the South End Guy Paranormal. It's me, Adam, again with you for the what I think I'll rebrand as the weekly vlog, because yeah, I'm still struggling for a Monday. I'd say it's more, I think I said last week, it's more down with obviously losing the light because it's the time of year. Makes it more difficult to record in the evening because I've got to set my lights up and everything. And I only rent I'm in a shared flat, so I've only got one room to myself, so it does make life interesting to say the least. So anyway, yep, weekly vlog, here we go. Now I was kind of struggling to think what to talk about, so it's probably going to be quite short, this one. First of all, set me heating down a little bit because it's a bit nippy out there, saying 3 degrees on the car screen. This weekend just gone, out with Ghost Hunter Tours again. This was actually quite a small event, and it was interesting how it linked in with something we've already been doing. Now, we went over to a place called Slough Fort, which is in a place called All Hallows, Minster. Now, the eagle-eyed amongst you, well, no, I've already been there, but I've been there for the B-17 bomber crash. So, I actually discovered that fault almost by, well, I don't believe in accident, but there's nothing happens by accident, although it might seem it. It's a conversation for another day. When Stella and I went over to the spot where the B-17 that come down, Heavenly Body was the one that come down off of Canvey, and I think it's 44-6133. That was the other B-17 that come down off of All Hallows, Minster. Now, when Stella and I went over there, I took a wrong turn and came across a fault similar to all the others that I've been to. I thought, well, that's interesting. I'll look into that at some point in the near future, which I did. It turned out the place is called Slough Fort, and as I said, it was similar to all the other ones that I've so far visited. And obviously, being crew for Ghost Hunters, I did mention it to one of the guys, and they said yes, it is a fault that we do, and ended up actually crewing for it on Saturday. And yeah, it was a good night. There was only 10 guests. It was a small event, so there was only a couple of us crew. This time Rudy and Paul was with me again. Was really hoping Glory could get on this, but unfortunately wasn't to be. However, it was quite eventful for a couple of reasons. Firstly is something I'm not sure I mentioned before, probably have, but my memory's like a sieve for certain things. The Ghost Hunter Tours don't have a lot of stuff in Essex, partly due to, I think, having crew to do it. So bringing my guys on board with it, we're hopefully now able to do crew for Essex venues. So the next step will be to look for venues in Essex, approach them and see if they're interested, and then the Ghost Hunter Tours can come in and negotiate with them to secure the venue. So watch this space on that one. We'll keep you updated on that. At the moment, we're still working on negotiations for a couple of venues in Southend, actually, but that's sort of slow going, which is quite typical of the authorities in Southend. But that's another thing. So yeah, Saturday night we was in Slough Fort, and it was a really good night. So there's only 10 guests, couple of crew, so we was a bit more flexible with how we do things, a bit like the pro night at the Guildhall we done a little while ago. The only downside is we're bloody cold. 19th century forts are not known for central heating. So yeah, it was a bit nippy in places in there, but we had a good night. The guards room was particularly interesting. although I wasn't personally in there. Paul and Rudy were. Had some interesting events take place. So yeah, that's Saturday. Most of the filming was actually done with Paul and Rudy, so I'll be interested to see their footage and see how I can work with what someone else has recorded rather than myself. So that should also prove interesting. Yeah, so that's Saturday. Sunday didn't do much. I've just had to sort an accountant out. Last couple of days, partly why this is so late. I've had sort an accountant out, and yeah, another good reason why I've done this today, as I mentioned at the start. I left a couple of things at the Spiritualist Church that Gloria runs when they'd done their little paranormal night a couple of weeks ago, and I needed a table for Saturday at Slough. I thought it was then that I realised I didn't have my table, and furthermore I knew where I'd left it. It was at the Spiritualist Church. Anyway, I ended up buying another one, but anyway, that's it. So yeah, I got in touch with Gloria and said, do you want to leave a table there, and also a new EMF meter, because probably the oldest one I own actually, but the one with the lights actually broke, so pick a new one up. But anyway, yeah, so popped back to church last night to pick them up, and they were running circle, which is basically meditation and doing various psychic things, and I ended up actually joining in. So that was a very, very good experience, and I hope to be doing that more often, but that's a next year thing. I just want to get this year out of the way with everything that's happened, everything that's beset me, and things around me. This year has really, really knocked me, as a lot of you know who've been following me. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, I can pretty much draw a line under everything this year once festivities are out of the way, and we can hopefully literally start afresh in January in so many ways. I mean, even tonight, funnily enough, I was supposed to be doing some DJ work in London, or karaoke, for a place that I've done several times near Fenchurch Street. No thanks to the train companies or the train or the train company staff. They're on strike, so my karaoke tonight got cancelled because there's no trains running home. No one can get home. So yeah, thanks for that, train companies, well done. But anyway, annoyingly, it's left me at a loose end tonight, so I'm thinking about what I might do, and I'm going to leave that little bit there. Actual content this week. I do have content again. I've actually got a little bit of a beat the clock on finishing the editing, because something else that happened yesterday. My desk chair actually collapsed with me on it. Good job no one was watching, because I'd laugh their socks off, but yeah, pretty much snapped. So I'm on a hunt a chair at the moment. There's a couple of marketplace. One went literally as soon as it was posted up. The other one, no one's got back to me, so I've just popped into a couple of local second-hand and charity emporiums, and there is a chair in one of them. So hopefully, if I get finished work early enough, I can go and pick it up and get that edited. So what that bit of content will be is a visit to a place called St Peter's Church. It's in Wycombe Bishops. Again, we're back in one of the little backwater areas of Essex. Now, it was literally a last minute thing. I wasn't planning on doing anything. Tracy dropped me a line saying, you know, do you want to go and do something? I'm like, yeah, sod it. And I had this place marked down. It's a church I don't think's been used for about 50 years, although it's looked after. You know, again, right in the middle of nowhere, so I thought we'd give it a punt. And yeah, got one or two interesting things come through there. So it'll be worth going back to. But that'll either be tonight or tomorrow night, depending on how quickly I can finish it. There's not a lot left, but I haven't got anything to sit down on to actually carry on with it. So, yeah, that's what's occurring. Not much else to report at the moment. As I say, I'm still sort of tying up loose ends that have beset me, you know, for the year. So, yeah, that's where we're at. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys and girls. Thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing with me once again. Normal services now starting to resume slowly but surely. Love and light. God bless you all. And yeah, we'll see you in St Peter's Church for in Wycombe Bishops. Thanks again. Bye bye.